Alright, couple of welcome to yet another interesting edition of the discussion on Kira's moves to Austrian club Wolfsburger on what in Norway. When it comes to the Australian club Wolfsburger AC have signed a deal from that United on loan for the 2025-2026 season. According to the report, the description of playing more football and boost his development. They made them over 20 international TSG offered in January from class of Grass Runners Football Club in Nigeria. Yet to make the senior level for both them, the second part joined compatriot Chukwuebuka. Chukwu was part of the Giants by the squad. Played the ever-winning top teams by size 6 games. International TV said that he wants Arsenal star Rez Nelson to join him at Fulham. Nelson, who is actually 25-year-old, spent the last season on loan with Fulham. During this period, he played just 12 appearances for Fulham with his season cut short with injury. He found the back of the net twice and made one assist in those games. Nelson continued to try to be an agent, but I am not. A lot of people are actually praying him, trying to find out what is going on. Me, I am not one of them. Nelson has played a total number of 90 games for Arsenal, scoring 8 goals and also providing 9 assists as far as that particular story is concerned. Now, moving away from that particular, let's take a look at this also. Indeed, he declares Bekista's readiness for Lozano clash. Let me confirm that Wilfred Ndidi has declared Bekista's readiness for the first leg of their UEFA Europa League Conference, UEFA Europa Conference League tie with FC Lozano Sport. Let me confirm to you that the encounter we hold at the Stade de l'Italia, that will be on Thursday night. Today, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's side head into the game in buoyant mood, having defeated Sport 2-1 in their opening league game of the last season, that was last weekend. The Black Eagles will look to secure a positive result ahead of their second leg, which we hold in Istanbul next week, Thursday. Indeed, he is optimistic that they have a positive outing. I think we are ready. We are excited. We've been training throughout the week. We also have a league match. Tomorrow will be a good match, and I think we will actually perform well. And it was quoted by the club's media website. Away from that particular story, let's go take a look at some international story popping up. The first one I'm able to pick here is the news regarding Chelsea Football Club. Let me confirm to you that transfer Chelsea owners agreed $20 million deal to sign Ensesco. The owners of Chelsea and also Strasbourg Bluco have struck an agreement with Brighton and Hove Albion to sign Julio Ensesco. Ensesco will join Strasbourg initially before he eventually moved to Chelsea. The 21-year-old, who is currently recovering from a new injury, will cost around $20 million. This deal means Bluco have now brought in 5 players from Brighton since they took over at Stamford Bridge in 2022. Before Asensko, they had signed Marco Correa, Mus Casado, Robert Sanchez, and also Joao Pedro. Asensko arrived from Paraguayan side Libertad in 2022 and also scored 5 goals in 57 matches for the Seagulls. However, this time in the Amer Stadium has been hampered by injury, including a torn meniscus in August 2023 that kept him sidelined for 6 months and caused him to miss 38 matches for club and country. He has dropped down the pecking order under new Brighton boss Fabian Uziola. Away from that particular story, taking a look at another international story popping up here is a story regarding EPL. Matches at Manchester United time is expensive. Ever sack warning to Ruben Amorim. Let me confirm to you that Manchester United legend Patrice Evra has warned the club's boss Ruben Amorim on how expensive time is at Old Trafford. While urging the club's hierarchy to the Portuguese time towards the club, he also warned that this might not happen. Yeah, since the departure of Sir Alex Ferguson, the Red Devils have appointed 5 permanent managers in the last 9 years. During this period, another 4 bosses have worked as interim managers, ever likened the solution at Old Trafford to have multiple chiefs preparing a soup. He told Stakes, a correspondent media, with United, you never know. One day they make you dream, the next day they break your heart. It's about consistency, not Instagram moments. Football is a jungle. When results don't come, the manager is always the first to go. But if you keep changing the chef, the soup will never taste right. Give him time, but at United time is actually very, very expensive. Manchester United sacked Eric Ten Hag to appoint Ruben Amorim in November 2024. Yeah, in Amorim's first season, Manchester United finished 15th in the Premier League and lost the UEFA Europa League to Tottenham Hotspur. England international Marcus Rashford recently advised Manchester United to follow the footsteps of Manchester City and Liverpool in terms of consistency and keeping trust in managers. Away from that, taking a look at another story for the international story that I have for you. Let's take a look at these transfer stories. What a mess. Newcastle United legend Alan Shearer gives strong advice to Alexander Isak. Now, Newcastle United Alan Shearer has advised striker Alexander Isak to sack his agent immediately for the mess he had actually made of his somehow ongoing transfer saga. Isak and his agent went to cut ties with Newcastle and also strike as the players want to once again Liverpool this particular summer transfer window. Unfortunately, the situation of both parties have quickly turned sour after the Magpies rejected the Red Devils' first bid of 410 million for the Sweden international. As a result, Isak took a shot at Newcastle, accusing the Premier League club of breaking promises and also betraying its trust. Reacting, Newcastle released a statement rubbishing Isak claims. Speaking on development, Shearer told Betfair, oh God, what mess his agent has made of recently. He said if I was him, I would actually get his agent in a room and sack him on the spot immediately because he is meant to be giving him the advice to sign that 6-year deal. And also there's no get out clause. It is so ridiculous. Away from that particular story, taking a look at an international story popping up is the news regarding UEFA Champions League playoff games of the result of the Wednesday games. Let me confirm to you that 2025-2026 UEFA Champions League playoff first leg fixtures were played yesterday night. Yeah, according to the report I have on my table, Bodo Glimt defeated Stonegras 5-0 at the Asperon Stadium to give the Norwegian club a first leg advantage. Fenerbahce, meanwhile, played a 0-0 draw against Benfica at home. Osmonino's side will now hope to get a better result when they face the Portuguese side in the return leg next week. Here is the result of all the features. Taking a look at the first playoff of this particular game. Bodo Glimt 5-0 to Stonegras. Celtic and also Karat Almaty, they both ended 0-0 draw. Basel and Copenhagen, it also played 1-1 draw. Fenerbahce and Benfica, they played 0-0 draw. Recall that the playoffs began on Tuesday with Club Brugge beating Rangers 3-1. Frankrovers lost 1-3 against Karabakh, and also Crevendon Sevrada also lost to Pafos by 2-1 as far as the UEFA Champions League playoff is concerned. Another EPL straight out for a year. They are team to beat. Yeah, Jimmy Flood predicts title winners this particular season. Former Chelsea star Jimmy Flood has predicted Manchester City to win the Premier League this particular season. He believes that Pep Guardiola's side are the team to beat this season, and also favourite for the title. Record that Manchester City finished in the 3rd position last season, behind Arsenal and also Liverpool, the champion. this particular season. Manchester City won their first Premier League game 4-0 against Wolves last weekend, and also will face Tottenham Hotspur this particular Saturday in their next game. Manchester City is my favourite for this year to win the title. Yeah, as I'm like actually told a correspondent media. Everyone is talking about Liverpool, and I do think it is going to be very close. But Manchester City, for me, is a team to what? Is a team to win the English Premier League this particular season. Away from that, taking a look at another story regarding Ballon d'Or 2025, is consistent. He deserves it. Fernandes peak winner. Former Paris Saint-Germain manager Luis Fernandes has picked defender Achraf Hakimi as a player that deserves to win the 2025 Ballon d'Or. According to the 65-year-old, the Morocco international has been consistent for the last 1 year in all competition for Paris Saint-Germain and also his country. Recall that Hakim was among 30 players nominated for the 2025 Ballon d'Or. The winner will be announced next month in Paris. France and also Hakimi will compete with the likes of Ousmane Dembele, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, Mohamed Salah, Kylian Mbappe, among others for the individual prize. He's a fullback who has made the biggest impact this particular season in decisive matches, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and also the Champions League final. If Hakimi wins the Champions League, I won't be upset. Yeah, he deserves it for his consistency. Last year, when Rodri won the prize, many mentioned Dani Carvajal that proved that defenders or more defensive-minded players can also claim this particular award. Away from that particular international story, taking a look at another story for a transfer story. Let me confirm it. I said it's obvious choice. Team Sherwood tells Chelsea to sign Liverpool target as Colwill's replacement. Tim Sherwood, former Tottenham Hotspur manager, has advised Chelsea to sign Liverpool target Mark Guehi from Crystal Palace as a replacement for defender Lewi Colwill, who suffered a long-time injury. Colwill will now miss the majority of the season because of an ACL injury recently sustained. As a result, Sherwood wants the Blues to rival Liverpool for Guehi's signature this particular summer. According to him, the 25-year-old is the right choice to temporarily replace Colwill. Maguire is the obvious choice for Chelsea to replace Levi Colwill at centre-back, Sherwood told the correspondent media. He's a player, that will hit the ground running at Chelsea, having already played in the Premier League for a few years to a very high standard. It looks like both Liverpool and Chelsea have turned Guehi's head away from Crystal Palace. All right, taking a look at an international story. A story regarding Chelsea. Chelsea reached a deal with Villarreal for Renato Vega. We get offer for Christopher Nkunku. Let me confirm to you that Chelsea have reached a transfer deal with Villarreal for defender Renato Vega. According to Fabrizio Romano, Vega, a deal fee for Villarreal will be $25 million, fixed $4.5 million in add-ons and sell-on clause also included in that particular deal. Vega is expected to undergo his Villarreal medical on Thursday. Recall that Vega joined Chelsea on its 7-year contract from FC Basel. That was last year. Meanwhile, Chelsea have rejected an offer from RB Leipzig to sign their player Christopher Nkunku on a loan this particular summer. The Premier League West London club are keen to sell Nkunku on a permanent transfer after bringing in the likes of Joao Pedro and also Liam Delap. It's yet to be seen if Chelsea will receive another offer for the Frenchman before the summer transfer window closes in the month of September. And finally, before we leave this month, let's go take a look at some other transfer stories popping up on my table. Let me confirm to the Arsenal way up offer for Morgan Rogers. RB Leipzig also agrees personal terms with Harvey Elliott. Arsenal win up, an offer for England midfielder Morgan Rogers, 23-year-old, but Aston Villa we only entertain offers in region of $80 million. RB Leipzig have agreed a personal terms with Liverpool and also England under-21 midfielder Harvey Elliott, as well as Netherlands midfielder Xavi Simons, 22-year-old, look close to completing the move to Chelsea. And I want to have for you is Marcel are interested in signing 29-year-old Greece left-back Kostas Tsimikas, who is actually expected to leave Liverpool this particular summer. Manchester United and also Denmark striker Rasmus Højlund, 22-year-old, and his camp has made clear to the likes of Napoli, RB Leipzig, and he prefers a loan move with an obligation to buy. Nottingham Forest are in talks to sign in Sevilla 23-year-old Spanish right-back Jose Angel Carmona. And finally, on transfer story today, Everton still want to sign new players before the deadline, especially a winger, and could actually make another bid for Southampton English forward Taylor Bladley. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of this particular sports story. Thank you so very much for being part of this fantastic sports story. Till I come your way again, my name is Bidakbo Miracle Oluwadami Lola. This program is proudly produced by Engineer FM. For now, I'm out of the studio for you. Please stay productive.